Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, JG Sports here, and I'm bringing you guys my game preview of my Cleveland Browns taking on the Chicago Bears. It's a 1 o'clock game on Sunday at First Energy Stadium. It's a home game, second one in a row. I hope to see all the fans there. I know the energy was crazy last game, so hopefully energy stays there this game. Some big news headlines for this game. Justin Fields will be starting at quarterback for the Chicago Bears. This could be his first NFL start. He did take over last game for Andy Dalton after he got hurt. And Fields went 6 for 13 for 60 yards, and he did throw an interception. So he didn't play all that well, but they did enough to get the win. They won last week versus the Bengals. They're 1-1. And then the Browns are also coming into this game 1-1, fresh off a victory against the Texans last week. So two 1-1 teams, two teams that have a lot of potential. So yeah, let's kind of take a dive into each team. So let's start with the Bears. Like I said, Justin Fields starting. Highly anticipated start. Bears fans have been waiting for this, I know. Fields has a lot of potential. He can run. He's a mobile quarterback. He has a lot of power. He can throw the ball really well. He can scramble, do anything he needs to do. I'm a huge Justin Fields fan myself. Of course, I'm not going to be rooting for him this week, being a Browns fan, but I rooted for him when he played for Ohio State, 'cause I'm a Buckeyes fan as well. I was a huge fan of him. I thought he should have been like a top three, top five draft pick. However, he fell to like I think 15 or something, maybe 13 or something. But yeah, he fell. Chicago got him, so I'm happy for them. But unfortunately, Justin, I got to root against you this week. But yeah, so that's pretty big news for the Bears. He's going to be faced, with a challenge. I mean, even though our defense has been struggling this season so far, we still are able to make plays when it counts. You never know when Myles Garrett's going to get that strip sack. Although he had a quiet week last week, I expect him to bounce back a little bit more this week. And now, our improved secondary. I think we have the potential to get an interception against them. So yeah, he's being thrown right into Lions Den. And it's going to be a tough environment for him to play in, with the Cleveland Browns fans. So yeah, the Bears, and their defense is also pretty solid. They've got Khalil Mack up front, Akeem Hicks, so they got a pretty good defense up front. It's gonna be a challenge for our O-line. Um, and then receiving wise, they got Mooney, who's their leading receiver. And then also, he's a receiver, so offense. Now we're switching back to offense. And they've also got Montgomery, who's pretty good running back. He's got 170 yards rushing already in just 2 games, so that really sticks out to me. However, the Browns have been doing a real good job at stopping the run so far. It's just stopping the pass and stopping quarterbacks from scrambling is what we're struggling with. So, yeah, that's the Bears. Then we get to the Browns. The big headline for the Browns is Odell Beckham Jr. is playing Sunday. It was announced today, the day I'm recording this video, Friday. OBJ's back. I expect him to have, a pretty good game. I don't think he's going to have like a huge explosive game. This is his first game back from a huge injury. Got to keep that in mind. However, the timing is pretty much perfect for his return here, since we lost Landry last week due to injury, which is really unfortunate. One of my favorite players, as you guys know. So OBJ is going to be back. We really need him. We didn't really have anybody step up last week. We didn't have any of the young guys really step up besides Felton on that one play. So we really need that veteran receiver out there, somebody Baker can trust, and somebody Baker knows well. Speaking of Baker, he's coming off that left shoulder injury from last game. Luckily, it was his non-throwing shoulder, but still, you worry a little bit about that. However, he's a tough guy. He's going to shake it off, and I think he's still going to play really well. He was in practice this week, and he's looking like he's good to go Sunday. Baker Mayfield, when I look at his stats, thing that really sticks out to me is that he has the highest completion percentage in the NFL currently, about 82% completion rate. He's 40 for 49 534 passing yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. That interception last week wasn't even his fault. So Baker's having a heck of a year. And then not to also mention our running backs, Chubb. He ran for almost 100 yards last week. He's already got 3 touchdowns this season. Kareem Hunt's a monster. And then this game, I really want to see some of those younger receivers step up. DPJ, he didn't have a great game last game. I want to see him step up. I want to see more of Rashard Higgins, and I want to see Schwartz step it up too. So, the Browns' offense has a lot of potential this game, but the Bears' defense is pretty good. So it's gonna be a challenge, but I think we each have so many weapons that we're definitely gonna score some points. So yeah, those are the two teams we got. Um, as far as my prediction goes for the game, I think the Browns are going to win. I think it's actually going to be a pretty similar game to last week where people thought, oh, the Browns are going to blow this team out. They're nothing special. People thought that versus the Texans, and it was a pretty close game up until, last few minutes where we pulled ahead by 2 scores. But it was still a close game, very competitive, and the other team stuck around for a while. I think the same thing's going to happen this week. The Bears, I think, are going to do well. I think Justin Fields is going to play well. He might have some mistakes. Hopefully, we force him into, a turnover or get a strip sack or something or make his life a little difficult. But, I don't have a whole lot of faith in our defense at this point. I think we're still struggling. We're trying to figure out our identity. I'm not a huge fan of the job Joe Woods has been doing, so he's really got to step it up if he wants to keep this job. Um, so yeah, and then it just depends on how Denzel executes. Our secondary, the linebackers, we're still out Anthony Walker. So defense is looking not the best, but hopefully they do a little better this week, especially on those third downs. So yeah, I think the Bears are going to score some points. I think Bears are going to score about 21, 24 points. I'll go with 24 points. I think they're going to score 24 points. However, I think the Browns are going to score more than that. I think it's going to be Browns. I'm going to go Browns. I think we're going to score 31 points again like last week. It's going to be 31-24, so pretty similar score last week. I think the Browns are going to get the win, improve to 2-1. I think the offense is going to have a really good game, and hopefully the defense, makes a big play that, gets us a dub. Yeah, 31-24 is my score prediction for this game. I'm looking forward to it. Should be an exciting game. I'm curious to see how Fields does. And yeah, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys have to say about this game in the comments down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Go Browns.